So Carol Malone has destroyed a left-wing nutter on the Jeremy Vine show as he continues to silence the debate of a two-tier police system in the UK, like most left-wing idiots are right now, following the shocking murder of Henry Novak. So without further ado, let's have a look at this clip because this guy is race baiting. Make sure you do like and subscribe.
So I just, on Carol's point just a minute ago, it kind of got me on the same thing. Was it because somebody had called the race card? So I'm not saying it was on that, but for the first and foremost, police are supposed to serve and protect. The first thing they're supposed to do is establish what has happened, not just, go. It seems like they just taken somebody's word of face value without actually assessing the situation. We have an 18-year-old boy being handcuffed and read his rights while he lay dying.
I know. And the murderer wasn't handcuffed.
Said that 12, and he wasn't handcuffed at all. He had 12 litres of blood in his lung. He would not have survived. But if that was my son, your son, or anybody else's son, you would hope that the police that are supposed to protect us at least held his hand or showed some compassion.
Yeah. Yes.
There was not.
What is disgusting?
And I wonder if the treatment, if it was white on white, if that was a white on white, what was going on there, would it have been treated the same? Because obviously the guy called racism. Would it have been the same? Because at the point, or if it had been any other, black on black, white on white, would it have been treated the same?
They're going to have to, they are going to have to retrain the police here, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to have to retrain the police to address what actually information they are being given. But my point is that it's a separate issue to what it is that we're discussing with Nigel Farage. The actual failings in the case are absolutely disgraceful, and at multiple levels they should have been able to identify this, and it could have been preventable. And that breaks my heart in a way that I don't even really want to go into. But I think the main focus is what happens now in terms of our social discourse around what needs to happen is, for me, being opportuned by people like Nigel Farage, because you can get the justice without the nonsense.
But Gemma's
justice is coming.
Gemma's called in saying this, and she's not opportuning anything.
No, I don't think Gemma's saying the same thing. I think what Gemma is investigating what is the truth in the matter, and as a question, it is fair. But when you start talking about going into pure cold rage, you're inciting violence, you're inciting hatred,
you are not
and that's
inciting
what's happened.
violence. All this talk about ramping violence, this is just the left trying to silence the debate. They do not want to go into two-tier policing. You had our Prime Minister saying yesterday, there's no such thing as two-tier policing. There are multiple. Let me give you some examples of it, should I? Two-tier policing. So the Sentencing Council says that judges have to consider factors like ethnicity and their cultural background in sentencing. Why? A crime is a crime. You both.
Well, it depends what the crime is.
Perhaps the most disappointing thing about all of this is the left trying to constantly attack Nigel Farage over his comments that he made following this police cam footage being released, rather than focusing on what is a very real issue in this country. Again, just imagine the roles were reversed. Imagine it was a black man that was murdered by a white man, and the police put him in handcuffs as he was bleeding out, dying. I'm sure if the black community in the UK protest, like British people protest Henry Novak's murder, there wouldn't be any issue whatsoever. That's a fact. But as it is a white man that was murdered, it is suddenly some sort of outrageous thing, and they are attacking Nigel Farage for saying respond with rage. It is honestly so frustrating. But guys, let me know your thoughts on what we showed you in today's video. As always, make sure you like, comment and share, and make sure you are subscribed to this channel for daily content. Thank you. Take care. Goodbye.